luôn chứ. Chó thiệt. Chết thì bà nè. 3 máu chết luôn đi bạn ơi, ok. 8 máu chết luôn đi bạn ơi, ok. Top 2 là được, top 2 hai mấy điểm, 6 mấy, 2 mấy, 8 mấy. Cái sau top 2 đó là ok.
Varus, we've got. Want Maokai to have mana.
Kanavi and Meteor would have loved to have had ultimates available for that fight. All these close quarters where you could have locked people down could have been worked wonders. But neither of them had that available. It was the ultimate burnt by Loken onto Shinmo, who was able to escape thanks to that dredge line that missed. So both teams back away. Blue buff will eventually go in favor of the field.
Actually struggling a little bit in these trades in this lane. Oh, nice reaction from 75.
So this lane will go in favor of 705 to begin with, but as the items start to come in, that Triad Force, S3 for the Gangplank, ADD will begin to win, especially because he's got the remove Scurvy. The Death Realm can't be used on the Gangplank because he pops the oranges, gets straight back into the land of the living, and then tries to turn around and send 705 back to the green screen.
Favourable matchup for ADD. But again, once we get to the very late stages of the game, Gangplank, all of these champions to scale superbly. We'll be able to do some damage. And also, one of the great advantages of that Gangplank is even when your teleport is on cooldown, like right now, 75 with the TP advantage, you can still influence those fights with the Cannon Barrage.
We saw that in that last fight where the Cannon Barrage was pretty crucial in shutting down Kanavi. Again, it's going to be up maybe in time for the likes of this Rift Herald. I'm looking at Lu Mao backing away now, trying to see if he can get up towards the Rift Herald, which spawned just over a minute and a half ago. But with Kanavi hovering down towards this bot side, looks like neither are too confident to go for that play.
See, Meteor now has his Balmy Cinder. That'll mean his clear is a little bit quicker, a little bit more efficient on that Maokai. As you see, as we head towards the 10-minute mark, the Rift Herald's going to be spawning very shortly.
It is up a Meteor and Shinmo that we just talked about are moving towards it. ADT and Meteor are trying to see if they can get control of this top lane jungle. What? Still not entirely sure if they want to take this fight.
Here we go, the hook will start things off, but it's answered immediately, and Shinmo not actually level 6 just yet. That's a trouble bubble and a half, but Shinmo falls regardless. Kanavi jumps on forward and he's found Meteor. He'll get some roots, but it's not going to do very much for him as he's taken into the Death Realm and aptly named as 705 finds what?
JDG find the fight, and as you rightly pointed out, Munchables, no ultimate for Shinmo. Thanks to the play and the pressure that Loken had been able to put on, Shinmo was forced to back before he could pick up that last wave, meant he didn't hit the level 6 like you now, and those key ultimates for the support were able to turn that around.
I'm going to go full Robo Colonel on you right here because JDG, when they get first blood, have an 80% win rate so far. So if the Colonel was here, he'd put his thumbs up and he'd give him an 80% win chance right now.
We can see this play here. They tried to go onto Lu Mao, but the Aftershock is so makes him so tanky. Meteor's the only one who can follow up here as well, which, as we said, Maokai has 0 damage at this point in the game. And ADD not winning out in the top lane as of yet allows 705 to rotate first. The 4v3 ends up all JDG.
I think Cannon Barrage was actually still on cooldown from the previous engages. That was such a long cooldown in the early stages of the game. So despite me mentioning you can influence the fights, not if you're also on cooldown.
Now it is up though, but there's nobody here for BLG. So Rift Herald goes over to JDG. This first dragon will go across to JDG. The snowball we talked about is starting to come to fruition, Munch.
Punch hard and push fast. They've got themselves an advantage, and it looks like they want to keep things rolling. They want to turn this into more. The Herald going to be in the hands of Kanavi. The question will be where he wants to force the issue.
705 and Loken are the two they should have. Loken, because he's going to be the main damage dealer. Yes, Yugao is on LeBlanc, but you need consistent damage to get through the likes of Meteor. Otherwise, go 705. Have this Mordekaiser come in, deal with whoever is a pain in these team fights on the side of BLG, and beat them in that 1v1 scenario in the death.
Well, things slow down a little bit here as we have a moment, but it's going to be JDG to lead the charge right now. 2 dragons up in their favorite.
Má, con Vega mà không ba là win rồi trời. Tự nhiên Vega lên đúng lúc thì chứ, đéo hiểu kiểu gì à. Trời ơi.
As well as a gold lead, but no towers have been taken just yet, and that's where
Jump to the top tower, but first turret goes over to the side of BLG, and now our stats are in disarray, Munch. We said at the beginning that first tower is 100% win for JDG. Win at 15 minutes if they're ahead as well. JDG are ahead by 1,000 gold, but have lost first tower.
well, that means they've got 180 picking out from the side of Vici so far. We keep on seeing his shoulders.
In theory, he should is an Aatrox priority coming in for Cube. The by far his strongest champion. Cube is the top laner with the least amount of average damage in this entire league. His Aatrox at least peaks a little bit higher than the rest of those stats. So I want to see Cube picking this up for himself, and I want to see them try and prioritize, he called it our Lord and Savior Zeke in the mid lane. Have him get that counter pick now that they're on the right side.
Well, you've mentioned that 369 wants to challenge the Shy for the throne. The first pick, Callista. If 369 is willing to take that in the top lane, that would certainly be a way to challenge the Shy. But we'll have to see. If you're interested, top versus IG, that'll be played on Saturday, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But I want to mention quickly the AD carry bans right here. We've got Varus and Misfortune banned from top. We've got Aphelios and Senna banned from VG.
So this is where I'm starting to think maybe this Callista is still going to Photic, but it hasn't really been Photic's story to be the big carry for top esports. And if you're going to be going with this Callista, you need to have the mechanics, you need to have your bottom lane in order. And right now, that's not what Photic has been doing.
It's been rough for Photic.
So I don't believe we'll see the same story here for Vici, unless they...
The Gunblade picked up in the inventory as well. Once that Rage Blade comes through, as you said, alongside the level 16, it gets real scary. Scuttlecrab going to be started by Caster in the bottom side as Chieftain give Zika over this blue buff. And for the second game running, we see Zika with a solid lead in this mid lane with the extra kill over the likes of Knight.
And now, again, we need Zika to try and make these plays happen. If you can burst out the likes of Photic or even go for 369 himself, Zika has the opportunity to burn that big Kayle ultimate early, and this opens up the fight for iBoy, potentially to carry with the sustained damage and this big front line with Maestro, Cube, and Chieftain.
And it has to be said, massive props here for the likes of Top Esports, because after game number 1, obviously it didn't go their way. They were playing this high-tempo game. They were forcing the issue, and it very much went the way of Zika on this LeBlanc. Zika gets the LeBlanc again. They go, hey, look, we're just going to lock in a Kayle up against this Maokai. We're going to play a slow, steady game. We don't need to rush things, and we're not going to fight you in the early game while Zika has an advantage.
And this is working for them. This is where Top Esports know, hey, Vici have been struggling when they get to late. Yes, they had this great snowball in the last one, but this hasn't been consistent with them. They oftentimes will get caught out in scenarios. So if we play a late game comp and try and slow this game down, we'll be the ones with the advantage, especially with the composition of the game.
See how it's going to work for them. Cube just going to be clearing away the minion waves in the bottom side of the map. No objectives, or at least no neutrals. Photic with a very nice cleanse there. Lantern's going to be there, but the kick. Zika barely surviving the fight for now. Carcer walks away. There's a Divine Judgment to keep the Lee Sin alive. And Top Esports turn the play around.
Zika wasn't able to get back on the distortion fast enough. Another hook on Chieftain.
Another hook onto Chieftain here. 369 not able to follow up. The damage isn't there because Knight wasn't with them.
And now Top Esports are starting to get control. 3k gold lead, 4k gold lead for themselves when we talked about them being the later Scalian, them having 369 on this Kayle, and Vici Gaming are now desperately looking for some inlet to get back into this.
So far, so good for Top Esports. It's 4-5 on the scoreboard, but look at the gold difference. Look at the tower difference. 4,000 gold in favor of Top. And they're starting to just squeeze that accelerator pedal just a little bit. 20 seconds until the Ocean Drake spawns. With a Herald mid, maybe Vici can find themselves some tempo.
There's a lot of members from Top Esports here. 369 is soloing the blue buff, then going to come across.
Will get themselves the charge in the mid lane. 369, as you said, moving his way over. Drake is on the map. Vici Gaming, they're the ones with vision control right now. Top Esports happy to come and answer though. Cube wants a way in. Twisted Advance won't come through just yet. It takes the lantern to safety.
This becomes very difficult for Vici to navigate these fights. Instead, we want Zika to be able to go in aggressively and try and burn this early Kayle. It's not going to be able to happen though in this situation because Top Esports have vision control everywhere. Wards are littered across the river, so Zika, where we saw him hide in the shadows in the last game, has a burning bright spotlight on him right now.
Tank of Sonic Wave, and I love the positioning from Cube. He has to answer, he has to be the one to walk in face first and make his mark. We are going to see the commitment to this dragon from the side of Vici Gaming. They're saying, look, we're happy to trade this one. We're going to give up a tier 2, but have they given up too much here? Pressure onto the inhib tower now. Demolish will come on through as well. This is going to be 2 towers dropped. There's a route, but the dredge line still comes on through. And I think Top might be able to just walk away with this one. Death Sentence doesn't land. Ethereal Chains, dredge line still pulls him to safety. Top, this is daylight robbery.
And I don't think Vici even win the team fight if they manage to find it. Top Esports have picked open the inhibitor turret. Now they're standing in front of this Baron, but I think they're more likely to just back away and then turn towards the Baron.
Photic with a big old thumbs up to Caster there as he's allowed to take himself the Scuttler. And well, Top Esports, that is macro play right there. They know that they don't need the Ocean. They know that they can walk away with 2 towers off the back of it. Very nicely played.
Why care if you're top? Vici aren't going to be able to get towards the Dragon Soul. You've already nicked one of those dragons. So go for the play. Go for the inhibitor. Force Vici to again play more defensive. Giving Top Esports the opportunity to have roam of the map. Have the opportunity for 369 to get towards more items.
369 heading towards his Nash's 2 second. I mentioned the Rage Blade earlier, but he's going to go Nash's 2. I think Nash's 2 does actually stand up. But he is going to get real strong on the second item. That was the real point I wanted to bring across.
To be fair, there's been a lot of KO builds across the way. We've had Triforce builds, we've had Gwinsu's build, we've had Nashor's build, so I can't fault you too heavily for trying to figure out which one it was.
I appreciate the emotional support there.
I'm always
But he's going to go for the Nash. That's the build that we'll see here. That's the build that's standard right now. Yangia walking forwards looking for a pick. The ward is going to be there, and Zika realizes he's spotted away. But complete control now in favor of Top Esports. You can see it across the board. They're the ones looking towards this Baron pit. But there's some decent wards for Vici Gaming. You can see a couple of control wards littered around. Oh, Zika. Everything's on cooldown. Lantern's there, but it's not quick enough. And the solo laners are caught for Vici. That might just be everything gone now with Baron on the cards. You can't afford to fall behind like that.
The clock is getting ever closer to striking midnight, and if you are going to give plays like this that accelerate the gold and accelerate the levels for Top Esports, it's only going to get there that much quicker. Daylight savings time is coming in with this Baron as well.
And it's just disappointing to see that from the side of Vici. They know they've got to make things happen, and then they get caught out. Chieftain's going to be the next one to drop. Gets a knock up, but oh, he actually gets on a blast code. Fair play to him. Maestro, though, will not be so lucky. Gets a hook onto Photic, but Photic's like, all right, yeah, I'll come closer. No worries, mate. Chieftain goes down in the end. Top now just looking to snowball everything. Photic, oh, iBoy, sorry, nearly gets caught out as well. The Baron was stopped at least, but the gold lead continues to ramp in favor of Top. And look at the Colonel right now. 83% favor to Top. Oh boy, it's not looking good, Vici.
Top can go directly back towards this Baron as well. Zika?
I don't know if you win that one anymore, Zika. He's going to get rooted up, tries to jump away, but the Glacial Path will not follow through. Knight knows better than to go into the dark.
Why toss away the lead? Just burst out Zika. Well, to be honest, I was going to say they burst out Zika. And then
look at the play! Knight finds a flash. He finds a kill. Eat your heart out, LeBlanc. You're not the assassin we need.
Still surprised that Top Esports aren't going towards Baron. You got a 2-level lead on your jungler. You've just taken out their mid laner. Why are you not contesting this objective at this point in time? But 369 on the bottom side, they want to go for all the split push, all the live long days.
I guess maybe the logic is, hey, if Baron's still on the map, we can bait it. If we take it, we can no longer bait it. That seems to be the game plan right now, honestly. It's been how they've been playing for the last few minutes. In the meantime, 369 going to get some quality time with the bottom lane tower. And with the Demolish coming out from Yangia, it's going to be a comfortable objective take for them. Now Baron could well be on the cards, as you say. 9,000 gold lead for Top Esports. And it feels like over the last 5 minutes, things have gone from pretty even winnable game to all-out disaster for Vici Game.
Quality time is coming up for this Dragon as well, and after what happened to that bot lane,
character. You hit like baby ram. No horns yet.
Ôi, kiếm Volibear mà khó thế ba.
I'm not even breaking a sweat.
They could not break me.
not even breaking a sweat. I'm not even breaking a sweat.